to the seat that they're going to. Just put your hand out of the way, okay? This angle here is going to be 20 to 30 degrees. The angle between the straight edge of where they're going and the wheelchair, 20 to 30 degrees. Now, if this mat table were any higher, he would not have to move his foot pedal out of the way. But as it stands, it gets in the way, okay? So what I would teach him to do is come about like that, lock the wheelchair, okay? And what you're gonna do then is you're gonna take your left leg and you're going to put it on the floor. Now, to do that, you have to lift up, okay? Now, if he's sitting all the way back in the chair, everybody sit back in whatever chair you're sitting on, okay? Sit on the chair, okay? And lean down and lift up one leg. Can you see where the weight of the leg pulls you forward? Now sit a little bit further forward in the chair, so you're in a sacral sit position, and now lean down and pick up the leg. And can you see then that you can lean back, and the leg, the weight of the leg doesn't move you forward. So as much as we like people to be sitting back in the chair, in their wheelchair, especially if they have a good solid chair, what you need to do before you transfer is do a little push-up and come, okay, so that's not a push-up, okay? So you're gonna do a little push-up and move forward in the chair, first like a quarter or a half inch forward, okay? So the reason you do that, you don't want people to slide for two reasons. They don't feel their sacral area, so sliding could create a skin breakdown. And number two, we don't have any wheelchair cushions here, but people don't sit on the wheelchair like this, they sit on a cushion. And the cushion can be, you guys learned about wheelchair cushions a little bit, so they could be made of like air cells, like a Rojo cushion, could be made of memory foam, so sliding doesn't happen so easily on those guys, okay? So once he's like that, okay, what we're gonna do is with your left arm, hook around the armrest, the push handle, yeah. That stabilizes him, okay? And reach across with this hand, lift up your leg and put it on the floor, okay? Then you can unhook and swing the foot pedal out of the way, okay? So he just had to clear enough to swing the foot pedal out of the way, okay? Now, same arm, nope, this arm hooking, pick up this leg and move it closer, yeah, okay. Now, unlock the right wheel lock and just roll over, yeah, and then lock it up again. So you want to be in such a way that you don't have to reposition everything, okay? Okay, now hook the right arm over there, bend forward, lift this one up on the floor, and swing this guy out of the way. Okay, so now he's almost set, the chair is angled at about 20, 30 degrees, okay? And what he has to do now is get rid of the near armrest. So that armrest has to come off. So this one, if I remember correctly, just rolls back like that. Okay? And now what I want you to do is you're going to do a push-up, and you're going to come forward and angle your body towards me. Okay. So don't forget, he's been working in rehab, so his arms are strong, etc. So I didn't have to help him with that. Okay? Now, what do I need to do with his legs? Which leg goes forward, which leg goes back?
One closer to the table.
The leading leg, it should be more forward than the trailing leg. So I'm gonna move your legs forward, back, and I can also turn his heels in. So what I've done is I've set it up so that so everything is biomechanically as easy for him to do as possible, okay? So now what you're gonna do is take this arm, put it as far forward here as you can. This arm can be here or down there. I prefer it down there, and I'll show you why momentarily. Now, you're gonna lean forward, you're gonna do a push-up, and as you push up, you're gonna look down towards your left hip, okay? Push up and look down towards your left hip, and sit, okay, and come on. Of course, I would have told him that our goal is to get onto this table, which I forgot to do, okay? Now, just move back to where you were. You come forward and angle, okay. Now, the reason that I like his hand down here on the seat of the chair is, if you put it up here, okay, as he's pushing, okay, as he's doing his maneuver, this arm is pushing down and pulling in, so he's going into extension, abduction. This arm is pushing out. So if he lean forward and do a little extra push here, he could push that away, okay? Very strong leverage, whereas if I put it here, he really can push down, and yeah, it has to work really hard to push it the wrong way, okay? So, so with someone who is paraplegic, if I were doing this for the first time, can we come back here again? There are many options for how you can guard. Now remember, I've been working with this person in rehab. I know his balance, I know how strong he is. But what I can do, coming forward, angle yourself. A little bit more. Okay. This leg, and I would teach him the front leg is a little bit more forward than the back leg. Okay, and I can squeeze his legs together as long as I stay out of the way. But I can have my hands up here, look down to your right, push up and over. So I can do it that way. If he didn't need all of that guarding, I can use what we call a push-pull technique. And the push-pull is using one hand against the femur, and if I do an approximation of the femur on the outside, I will help him to swing over. And one hand on the around the pelvis, okay? Now I want to make sure that I don't get in the way of him leaning forward. So he's going to lean that way, I'm going to lean over here, okay? So if I went up and over, I can do that, okay? Come back. Same position. Now, if I wanted to, just to demonstrate to you how powerful this is, which I think we did once before, go over. Yep. One over. Okay. Very hard. Okay. So you'll never get it backwards. Okay. But it's very, very powerful when you're using the femoral one. Okay. So so that is the side load legs down transfer.